Starting. My name is Frank Bryant. I'm the CSO here. So, do you want the long story or the short story?
Whichever story you feel like telling.
All right. Well, the short story is I got tired of breaking my back and making millions of dollars for large corporations globally, and only taking $60,000-$70,000 a year. Um, Long story is I got out of the Marine Corps and I was no longer medically fit to be an air traffic controller or a Marine, and I needed to find something quick, and I got into sales. So started off originally selling cars, and then moved up and started learning more and doing more. Got into business to business sales really quick, and started doing that internationally. Um, Ended up at a company where I was selling after working for Dell Computers and a few other places. Um, Working at a company where I was doing global sales to banks, and for compliance libraries and whatnot. Being up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to Saudi banks and all sorts of stuff and European banks. Um, it really took a lot out of me. And I looked at it one day and I had, I think, about $3.5 million quarterly quota. And I'm not making six figures. And I'm basically selling warranty contracts and online libraries. So once they monkeyed with my commission, and at this time I'm 29 and still a hothead, so they monkeyed with my commission one too many times, and I was working harder and harder and harder and selling less and less, or making less and less and less, even though I was selling more. So I decided on a whim, after I was done yelling at my current manager at the time, my good friend Ian overheard it, because I'm pretty sure everyone could hear it, and sent me a ridiculous Craigslist ad. That's how old I am. Craigslist ad looking for ninja salespeople, right? And just on a whim, because he was laughing at me, he's like, "Why don't you just go look at this then?" And I said, "Fine," because it was just down the street, over near Pennybacker Bridge over here in Austin. And I went in and I talked to Brandon Todd, and he said, "This is the way insurance works. I'm going to pay you a portion of the commission, and you're going to get renewals." And I'd known a little bit about continuity work because I've done online sales before and membership sales before. So I knew that recurring money and renewals, that's where it was. And I looked at him and said, basically, at the time, you're telling me I can run my own effective business, basically, and guarantee X amount of profit, and I get renewals on it. All right, sign me up. And then 2 weeks later, I had already passed my test for insurance, and I was starting to work.